Hey everyone! Okay, so I need to talk to you about something that literally no one discusses at brunch, but affects way more people than you think. And here's the plot twist that's going to blow your mind. It's not just a guy thing. But first, let me drop this statistic that made my jaw hit the floor. 1 in 3 men worldwide deal with premature ejaculation. That's approximately 30% of all men globally. Girl, that means if you're in a room with 10 guys, 3 of them are probably struggling with this. Wild, right? So what exactly is premature ejaculation? Medical experts define it as consistently ejaculating within 1 minute of penetration, or before the person wants to. But here's where it gets interesting. It's not just about timing. It's about control and satisfaction for both partners. The crazy part? There's actually a medical timer for this. Studies show that the average time for men without PE is around 5 to 7 minutes, while men with PE typically last less than 2 minutes. Some research even puts it at under 60 seconds for severe cases. Now, this is where I went down a research rabbit hole because I had to know, does this vary by region? The data is fascinating. While global prevalence sits at approximately 30% across all age groups, some studies suggest certain regions report higher rates, though researchers are now questioning whether this reflects cultural reporting differences rather than actual prevalence differences. What's really interesting is that in America, an estimated 30% to 70% of males experience premature ejaculation, with the National Health and Social Life Survey indicating a steady 30% prevalence through all adult age categories. Unlike erectile dysfunction, which increases with age, PE remains pretty consistent across age groups. Okay, here's where your mind is about to be blown. Remember how I said this isn't just a guy thing? Well, there's actually something called female premature orgasm, when women reach orgasm before they intend to, sometimes long before their partner has had a chance to get close. Premature orgasm in women is an extremely rare female sexual dysfunction that is seldom studied due to the low prevalence, but it does exist. Women experiencing premature orgasms reach an orgasm before they intend to during intercourse, which may not result in sexual satisfaction for either partner. Now let's get into the nitty-gritty of why this happens, because the causes might surprise you. Psychological factors. Performance anxiety, the biggest culprit. Stress and relationship issues. Depression or other mental health conditions. Past traumatic sexual experiences. Physical factors. Hypersensitivity of the penile skin. Abnormal hormone levels. Thyroid problems. Prostate issues. Neurological conditions. Lifestyle habits. Now, about that exercise question you might be wondering about. While lack of exercise isn't directly linked to causing PE, poor overall health and fitness can contribute to sexual dysfunction in general. Regular exercise actually helps with sexual performance by improving blood flow, reducing stress, and boosting confidence. Here's what really gets me: the ripple effects of this condition. For men, massive performance anxiety, relationship stress and avoidance of intimacy, depression and low self-esteem. Some guys completely avoid dating. For partners, research shows that PE is associated with female sexual dysfunction. In all of the female sexual dysfunction domains, female partners often report feeling sexually unsatisfied, rejected or unattractive, frustrated with the relationship, like they're walking on eggshells. The stress cycle is real, ladies. Stress can trigger PE, and PE causes more stress. It's like a really awful feedback loop. Some common triggers include work pressure, relationship conflicts, financial stress, lack of sleep, alcohol. Contrary to popular belief, it can make things worse. Foods and substances that can make it worse: excessive caffeine, alcohol, certain medications, especially some antidepressants, ironically, recreational drugs. Okay, pause the video right now if you think you know everything about PE, because I'm about to shatter some myths that will literally change how you think about this whole topic. Grab your tea because we're going deep. Myth number 1, it's all in your head. Wrong. While psychological factors definitely play a role, the commonest cause for premature ejaculation is stress or anxiety, but other causes exist too. There can be actual physical causes like hypersensitivity, hormonal imbalances, and neurological factors. It's not just about thinking differently. Myth number 2, masturbation causes PE. This one had me shook when I learned the truth. Contrary to myths, Masturbation does not cause premature ejaculation. In fact, regular masturbation can help delay ejaculation, build sexual confidence, and improve control over arousal. So all those people saying, "Stop masturbating to fix PE," are literally giving the opposite advice. Myth number 3, only young guys have this problem. Nope, men of all ages can suffer from premature ejaculation, although older men are more prone to it. Unlike erectile dysfunction, which increases with age, PE actually remains pretty consistent across age groups, so your dad could be dealing with this just as much as your college boyfriend was. Myth number 4, alcohol helps. This is where I need to be your big sister for a second. Alcohol might seem like it helps in the moment, but it actually makes sexual dysfunction worse long-term. It's a temporary numbing agent that creates more problems than it solves. Myth number 5, it means you're bad in bed. Stop it right there. One of the most damaging myths is that PE is a sign of inadequacy or failure as a partner. This misconception can have a huge negative effect on a man's self-esteem and relationships. Sexual performance is complex and influenced by so many factors. Myth number 6, penis size matters for PE. Absolutely not. PE has zero correlation with penis size. It's about timing and control, not length or girth. This myth just adds unnecessary insecurity to an already sensitive topic. Myth number 7, Kegel exercises don't work for men. This one blew my mind. Kegel exercises can resolve premature ejaculation in 55% to 83% of cases. That's literally more effective than many medications. Yet somehow we only talk about Kegels for women after childbirth. Men should be doing these too. But here's the tea. This is totally treatable. Modern medicine has come so far. Treatment options, behavioral techniques like the start-stop method. Kegel exercises should be the first step to help anyone with premature ejaculation, topical anesthetics, oral medications, therapy both individual and couples, mindfulness and stress reduction. The biggest tragedy here is the silence around this issue. There seems to be as much correct information available about premature ejaculation as there is incorrect information. Separating the myths from the realities can be tough, especially when everyone from social media influencers to alleged experts lend their voice and share their ideas. The first myth to dispel is that premature ejaculation is a one-time event. In reality, it is a medical condition characterized by a man's inability to control ejaculation over a period of 6 months. We need to normalize these conversations. Sexual health is health, period. If you had a broken arm, you'd see a doctor. If you're dealing with sexual dysfunction, the same logic applies. Look, whether you're dealing with this personally, your partner is, or you just want to be informed, knowledge is power. These issues are way more common than people think. They affect people of all genders in different ways. And most importantly, they're treatable. The shame and silence around sexual health needs to end. These conversations matter, and having them openly and honestly is how we create better relationships and healthier lives. What do you think? Have you ever had conversations like this with your friends? Let me know in the comments. I read every single one. And if this helped you or someone you know, hit that like button and subscribe for more real talk about the stuff nobody wants to discuss, but everyone needs to know. Until next time, stay curious and stay kind to yourself.